by seeing how strong really Maple really actually is, basically in the same for episode, basically episode 8, basically of in this anime. Definitely do want to talk about Maple because it just seems to me just some of the abilities that she has to really makes her quite strong or an OP character and or anything like that. Stuff because we all know that she is the main female protagonist basically in this anime because we really know that she really actually is and stuff like that. And basically, like, I would not consider her basically being an OP character like of shonen characters like you basically get from Bleach, Naruto, Luffy, all those other ones and stuff like that, and especially Kinato, because of like the thing about Kinato is that I don't really consider Kinato to be as an OP character. I really don't. I don't consider him to being that way and stuff like that. Sometimes I do consider him basically being that way because he's very good with swordsman and stuff like that because he knows how to use some of the abilities and stuff like that. But that's just all just basic in a video game. As far as I know, is that basically real life. Real life is the real life situation is totally much more different than compared to basically that him just doing video games and stuff like that. And the reason why I'm saying it is because like I said, I don't consider him to being as an OP character to like other different others and stuff like that. Now Maple, she has her own different gimmicks and stuff like that that basically really has. And yes, there are some counter moves that that from what I see, what Maple can really actually do. It just basically does some of those things that she does, basically that she does. But I don't really consider her as an OP character. I really don't considers that. Now some of the other stuff, the abilities that she has, like she turns into a hydro dragon demon monsters or being a frames on girl, like using lasers and stuff like that. And stuff. To be honest, one of her most powerful abilities, I would have to say, is the demon monster that she basically turns herself into a demon monster. I think that one's is pretty really very strong and stuff like that because the destruction that she really causes and stuff like that also too. Now let's also talk about her divine. Let's talk about her devour. Now every time that she kills a monster and stuff like that, she has to use her shield to devour some of the monsters. So that can really kind of give her some like maybe new abilities or something like that. Let's not forget like about what happened based on season 1 when she ate that hydro dragon and stuff like that. Because when I first saw her that she was eating that hydro dragon and stuff like that, it really kind of shocked me really by surprise because you normally don't see main characters really actually doing that and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden gaining ability and stuff like that. I remember like during some of the time that she was eating like one of the bugs, and she's kept getting poison, and now she immune herself to basically of that and stuff like that because even though she couldn't really move really much at all. But however, to be honest with you, I think she let that happen to her on purpose, and the reason why I think that she did that because that maybe that she might gain an ability, even though she may not be able to understand how to play an RPG game. But however, I think this is also something that needs to be brought up also well too, because I think I think the studio kind of rushed her character basically in season 1 and also in season 2, basically learning some of the abilities and stuff like that and stuff and then she becomes like an OP character basically in season 1. However, like I said before, I will say it again, she's not really as a OP character. She really is not. And that's just basically what it seems to be. She's just like I said before. She's not like Ichigo. She's not like basically Luffy. She's not like basically other different animes out there. But she, like I said before, she has her own gimmicks and she has her own things that basically what she does that would consider her as an OP character. Because I just like I said, I just don't think she really actually is considered as enough as an OP character and stuff like that. Just because that she has the abilities that can make her stronger, that doesn't mean that she is an OP character because she's really it's not. Now, some people will probably disagree on this, even though that's just basically my opinion. It's just let's look at some of the abilities that she has. Okay, I think one of her very first abilities that what she has is basically poison. I do believe she's been affected by poison. She has all the monsters just like trying to kill her, trying to poison her, to where she basically immune herself from those monsters means that she cannot get poisoned because that means she inherited the poison of herself and stuff like that. Now, one other thing is that I felt to be is that when she ate the Hydro Dragon, when she got poisoned and stuff like that, and just basically just eat all of it, that's where she began. I think that's where she got her armor and stuff like that, and she basically begins to understand like what kind of some of the abilities that she has. Basically, even the shield of her, the shield that she has, basically devouring some of these monsters to make her much more stronger and stuff like that. I think she has a higher stats than pretty much almost every single character based in the game. That's my opinion, because if that's really overwhelming for a tank person like her to have these different abilities. Now the second ability I will say is basically the Hydro Dragon, because even though she can use the Hydro Dragon whatever she really wants and how well she pleases and stuff like that, because that can help her in situations and stuff like that. However, in season 2, which I felt really disappointed, because she really doesn't use her Hydro Dragon really all that much, because I think that's one of her strong abilities. Because I'm kind of like wondering like what these guys are doing. Like, are they trying to mess with her character or something like that or something? And we've seen it sometimes, but not really all the time. I do know that's one of her strong abilities. That's what she has, and so yeah. That's basically what I think. The next thing in her third ability is basically that she has where she orbited, the demon monster. There, she's like big old huge giant monster and stuff like that. And so just think of like for episode 8 of season 2, where how she destroyed all these monsters all by herself. It's like she's kind of like a dominant character, but she doesn't really have any really special abilities with her monster, because she really does not, even though the monster that she has is basically that she transforms into a monster is basically she can only use physical attacks. That's basically the only thing that she really can actually can do and stuff like that. And basically, now the fourth other thing is basically her healing. Is basically one of her healing abilities. Now her healing abilities, they are okay, but they're not really the best and stuff like that. Because usually you don't see like a tank character that can just do massive heals. Sometimes that can happen. Take as for Guardian Druids, basically in World of Warcraft, because they get pretty healed really quite a lot. And I'm not joking. Because they really can. And because with the abilities that they have, I've seen players use a Guardian Druid and basically and for a healer or something like that. I'm doing 2s one time, and pretty much did a really great job devouring and stuff. And I used to do raid back then, but even though I don't do it anymore, but even though I did get defeated by a healer and also a tank druid also too, because there's nothing I cannot even do really defeat the druid, because I just threw a white flag and I decided I'm out of here, because that was just like a long time ago, before I ever started playing and stuff like that. But even though I did have a lot of fun, but even though that was just basically, I think it was around Legion days, I think so. I'm not really 100% sure, but even though I did really have a really good time. Now the next thing is, I'm trying to think of the other one. Basically her tentacles. Now the one thing I don't like about her tentacles, it doesn't really show really that much, even though she can use that ability that whatever she really can is just to distort her opponents and stuff like that. I don't think those tentacles or anything like that. It's not as strong as some people might think is really as she is. I don't think it's not. I don't think it's not really a major big deal. Now, one other thing I definitely do want to talk about is her Frame's arms girl. Okay, because you basically see her like inside like this mobile suit thing. She has like shoots laser, and stuff like that, and stuff like that. Yeah, she is quite powerful with that too, also too. And I think that's one of the most powerful abilities that she really is to have. But you have to understand that she has a Frame's arm girl. Basically, that's basically what she really has at this machine that can make her very strong in battles and stuff like that. So yeah, if anybody want to argue me about this, I really am not. But I ask you guys, please be respectful about the concept. But I'm not demanding respect or anything like that. But I definitely would say. I mean, check out this anime. Check this anime out. It's really good. It's a really good anime. Season 1 was definitely very, very good. It really was. But I still do believe that gaining her abilities was just kind of gaining more and more of her abilities was just kind of rushed. That's what I kind of that's where I kind of feel. So with that, I know some people probably will disagree with me on all that, but even though that's just based on my opinion. So yeah. So yeah. Anyway, so that's it for this in review. Tell me what you guys think. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not. I ask you guys please be respectful that it comes to all. And so yeah. Anyways, so anyways, I'll see you guys there. Take care. Hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please hit the like button, give me the thumbs up, and please hit the notification bell as well too, so let me hear you guys watch my videos, and please leave a comment below. Anyways, I love you guys. Take care. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. Marriage is I love you guys. Please stay safe and stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care.